So Kevin has a sporadic form of ALS, and he says he's had 9 lives, and it would appear that he does, and he just keeps getting better and better in terms of his attitude and his fight for life and just spark.
I can never, but you have 7 days, 7 years, or 70 years. You ought to live every day as if it were the last one. And we try to do that. We don't carry a burden to bed with us. I carry my dog.
He, prior to this, actually overcame the trauma of being run over by a large tractor machine to the point of death, life flighted to the hospital, multiple bones broken, lungs punctured, organ damage, significant bleeding, literally to the point of death. Survived that and overcame chronic pain, and then as a minister, continue to live a fully functional life and give back to the community, and then was struck with this disease.
With Jesus, I survived a 13,000-pound backhoe. Amen.
And the thing is this, I have people ask me, how is it that you can be happy through all this? I said, well, number one, I tried depression. That didn't work out good. So I made up my mind, I'm not doing that.
And what's been astounding with him is that he's never stopped giving back. He's never stopped being an amazing father and husband. He's never stopped ministering, to the point that despite the disease, which has affected his speech, his willingness to go and spread his faith in the gospel here in America, overseas, actually increased after the disease.
They said that my speech is affected, but I don't think I have a problem. I think everyone else has a problem. And you all need to go get checked out.
His arms don't allow him to type anymore, to write his blogs or to type his sermons. So he's found a way to use his toes to type on his iPad, and is as effective as he was before, and still has a smile on his face and a laugh in his heart.
Dr. Simpson is my hero. I love that woman, and she loves me too. I remind her of it all the time. I love the whole group of her, but she's my favorite.
He continues to live with this disease about 5 to 6 years after diagnosis, and is still functioning with the help of his family and friends, and still doing what he loves best, which is preaching and ministering for God.
We really purpose when we go to clinic to kind of bring hope to people. That's our goal. When you kind of have a common bond, a situation that brings you together, and you kind of understand what that other person's going through, then that's one of the great things about clinic. You know, whenever Kevin got to where he couldn't use his hands and stuff, we kind of came up with this idea to put Velcro on his shirt buttons and on his zippers. We took all his zippers out of his pants. Well, nobody had ever told us about it. We just, hey, well, we can do this. And so we go to clinic one day and somebody saw it.
I saw a lady over there crying, and she was a new patient. And I went over and said, what's the matter? Well, I can't button my pants or my shirt, and this is overwhelming me. I said, did they mention Velcro? No, what about Velcro? I wasn't thinking. And I undid my belt and I pulled my shirt up. I said, look back I opened them up. And everyone in the clinic was looking at me. And then they started hollering, "Preacher, take it off, take it off." And then they said, "Thank you so much. You brought hope and life to me."
The impact he's had on other patients in the clinic is really quite huge. I'm always running into people in the hospital, believe it or not, and outside the hospital who know Kevin Kinchen. And his story, you can tell it gives them strength for whatever they're going through. And so you can't make that stuff up. He's an amazing person.
Smile, yeah,